in the background. $25 minimum? Are you freaking shitting me? Have you guys ever been, has anyone ever been to Vegas? Las Vegas? If so, did you have fun? Did you do lots of partying? Go all over the strip? Did you go down to, what is it called? The freaking, like, the downtown part of it? That place was awesome. What was it? What is it? Fremont Street. Yes, Fremont Street. When I went, they had, there was a guy playing, like, the saxophone, and it was so awesome. The outskirts are more fun. There's a hotel with a roller coaster that goes through it. Oh, yeah, I seen that one. Never went on the roller coaster, but I did see it. I want to go back. I want to go back to Vegas, but apparently it's not the same. Hotel with roller coaster, Circus. Is this Circus? No, I think it's the New York. Is it the New, what? Is it called the New York? Yeah, New York Hotel. This one. I went to the Hershey place here too. Yeah, the Hershey place was awesome. We got like the big 1 pound Reese's peanut butter cup. It was amazeballs. Avoid the Luxor, it stinks of old people. No. Oh no. I want to go again. Last time, oh frick, we went like years ago. I think we went in like 2018, maybe 2017. I don't really remember. It was great. We went and we went all the way out into like the desert. I mean, it's in the desert, but like, I don't know. We went into the, what is it, the Red Rock Canyon or something. And we went horseback riding, and that was scary, but awesome. It's old and run down. The Luxor is the pyramid, right? The Luxor. It's the pyramid one. Luxor Hotel. Kablam! I mean, it's a really small picture, but like, the inside of it looks cool. Wait, what? What the frick? Why was I scrolled out so far? Yeah, but apparently it's not the same in Vegas anymore, which makes me really sad. So yeah, let's find out. Let's find out what's wrong. I forgot to turn off the background music. Whatever.
Things have changed dramatically in recent years. Las Vegas is definitely not what it used to be, and you just might be surprised at how bad the situation has gotten. After years of record visitor numbers and casino profits, tourism is finally falling. Now you might be thinking, but Jacob, haven't you been promoting Las Vegas for over a decade? Don't you want people to come here and visit? Absolutely.
Bro, how late do you have to be out in Vegas for it to be that empty? I have never seen it that empty. What the hell? And I mean, yeah, because people don't have money anymore. People don't have money anymore to go to Vegas.
And in that time, I have developed a reputation for telling people about both the good and the bad about the place that I love. We're gonna dive into this disaster that has hit Las Vegas, but don't worry, because I'm also gonna show you how you can benefit from this mess.
I mean, it'll be less crowded. It'll be less crowded at least, right? Ooh! There's like a really good breakfast place that I like too. It's off the strip. It's called Ellis Island. Highly recommend. We always got the steak and eggs, and it's like really cheap. Delicious.
One of the Las Vegas Strip's most beloved cheap food spots closed forever in 2024. For years, this place represented everything that made Las Vegas affordable to people who cannot afford 5-star dining at every single meal. Ocean One Bar and Grill was the kind of restaurant where families could eat here without breaking their vacation budget, and locals would recommend it to tourists looking for a cheap place to eat.
I don't think we went here. What the hell?
They were well known for having every item on their lunch menu cost just $4.99, and you could get 3 cocktails for $10. The writing was on the wall when the prices started to climb in the months leading up to the closure.
What the frick?
You could see that they wanted to keep their prices as low as possible, but they're
how did I not know of this place every time we went? What the hell?
struggling to survive in an atmosphere where pretty much everything costs more. This wasn't just the loss of one restaurant. It was the death of the cheapest good food that you could find at the center of the Las Vegas Strip. Now that a reliable, budget-friendly option is gone, it's just another sign that the Strip is pricing out the average visitor who made Vegas what it is. Something that started as just a small fee for hotel amenities has probably become the most hated aspect of visiting Las Vegas today. I remember doing a video back in 2018 on an article about how a $25 room in Las Vegas.
Not the freaking resort fees. This is so stupid. They literally just like charge whatever the hell they want for these stupid resort fees.
Becomes a $65 room once you add in all of the taxes
For who
and
knows
fees.
what.
And at that time, $45 a night was the
Wow.
highest resort fee that you would find anywhere here on the Las Vegas Strip. So, you know, in the future,
Wow.
who knows where resort fees will go, where they're headed. I think as long as the economy's doing well, these places will continue to charge. If they can get, and if they can increase and people are going to pay it, they're going to charge it. You know, they're going to be doing that to make as much money as they can.
Oh my God.
Well, fast forward to today, baby, and you know what we have right now.
I wonder if you're able to. I feel like people were like, oh, if you ask them to waive the resort fees, they do. Can you ask to waive resort Vegas? Yeah, okay. Sometimes if you ask, they would like waive them or something. I don't know. They're really, really stupid.
Right now on the Strip, we have
They're
over
just like
30 individual hotels who charge $50 to $55 for the
Wow.
resort fee per night. So now it's more like a $99 room turns into a $175 room. Because remember, you pay the $99 room price plus the 13.38% room tax on top of that price, plus you pay the $55 resort fee, plus you pay another 13.38% room tax on top of the resort fee. Why you're paying tax on top of a fee?
Holy shit!
Ask Uncle Sam. And to add insult to injury, some of the things that these hotels list that are included with your resort fee are laughable. Things like free local and domestic phone calls.
Who? What?
Free boarding pass printing and access to the
Okay.
pool, but seasonal. So if you come during the winter time and the hotel pool is closed, you do not get a cheaper resort.
Yeah, tax on top of tax on top of tax. And literally, including access to the pool is so stupid because, yeah, it's seasonal. If you go there and the pool's not open, they're like, oh, well, you have to pay for it anyway, so whatever.
Because it's closed. And the psychological impact of this for travelers really goes beyond money. It's about trust being broken before you even arrive, because your expenses have just exploded beyond what you budgeted for your vacation.
I want to go to
remember,
Vegas
guys,
again.
no matter how much resort fees are, this is Las Vegas and we are in the desert. So there's a pretty good chance that no matter what, you're going to wind up seeing roaches out here
Gross.
at some point.
I think we usually stay in the Flamingo, and I think I've stayed in the Caesar's Palace once, which was awesome. But other than that, we've stayed in the Flamingo.
I don't think resort fees can get rid of that. For years, Vegas restaurants have added an extra 4 to 5% fee onto your food bill that most people don't even notice. And a big reason people don't notice is because the way it's displayed sometimes is kind of sneaky. So if you're gonna eat here at the center strip at a place like Alexa's, they have the menu here posted outside, you can see, but the glass is obviously a little dirty, but you gotta look down here at an angle to see where it says concession fee of 4.9% added to all checks. So if you look through the dirt and at an angle at the tiny print at the bottom, you can find it before you actually go inside and order your food. The good news about this, though, is every person I've ever heard that has asked a restaurant to remove the CNF fee has had it removed because it adds 0 extra value to your meal, so it's hard for them to actually justify keeping it on your bill.
What the frick is a concession fee? What is a concession fee? What is a concession made? What? A concession fee is a payment made to an owner by a business for the right to operate a specific service or sell goods within a designated area. Huh? Why would the customers be paying that? Why? What? Why the frick would your customers be paying that for you? That sounds like something you should be paying. What the heck? What the frick?
Vegas visitors now scan
Yeah,
every
a
receipt like
scam.
they're investigating a crime scene. What makes this
Oh my
particularly
God.
annoying is how these fees are presented as legitimate business.
That's like the whole you're not supposed to make your clients pay the PayPal fee, but almost everyone does.
costs when they're really just profit boosters designed to inflate your bill. The practice is spread throughout the industry because most customers either don't notice the extra charges or don't have the energy to complain about them. You're already tired from watching.
I wouldn't notice that. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't read that. But now that I know,
around Vegas
now that
all
I
day, and
know.
the last thing you want is a confrontation with restaurant staff over mysterious fees. Some people just choose to say, forget it. CNF charges, service fees, COVID recovery fees, and quote-unquote restaurant fees can add
COVID recovery fees? What? What? That's a thing? What the frick? I
4
never
to
heard of
5%
those.
to your meal cost on top of expected tips and taxes. The
What
really
is-
crazy thing is that every time I've heard of someone asking to have this fee get waived if you ask the manager, is that they do, because they add zero actual value to your dining experience.
Yeah,
But
because we're not supposed to be paying it. What the? No way, a COVID fee. Oh my god. Oh my
restaurants
god.
count on customers either overlooking,
I am
being too
speechless.
shy, or too tired to question these charges, so they keep adding them to every bill and
Wow.
hoping that no one notices.
If you've been visiting Las Vegas for years, you've probably noticed a change that's gradually taking place across many
Wow.
casino floors. There used to be plenty of table games like blackjack and craps all over the place. But as the years have progressed, those table games have been removed and they have been replaced by seemingly endless banks of more and more slot machines.
This isn't just about
yeah.
efficiency for space. It's about
When you're walking in the hotel, like casino areas, it's just so many slot machines. There are so many.
completely changing the
It's
odds in favor
unbelievable.
of the house. Table games like blackjack, craps, and baccarat typically have a house edge under 2% when played correctly, which gives players a better chance to win. But penny slots often
God.
give casinos around a 10% advantage, meaning they keep $10 out of every $100 played over the long term.
Wow,
Vegas-
the most I don't gamble. The most I ever did was I took like $20, popped it into the thing, played, lost it. I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
doesn't want you to
Gonna
win
go have,
you
like,
used
pizza
to.
now
We
or
can even
something.
look at over 20 years worth of data to see that Vegas casinos have been gradually making
Holy
slot machines
shit.
pay out less and less to players so that they can keep even more of your money. From
Wow.
2004 to 2024, strip casinos increase how much they are taking from every dollar you bet by 24%.
To the surprise of nobody.
While downtown casinos during the same time increase how much they are taking from players by 45%. So when you hear people talk about how much more generous Vegas used to be, you can use these slot hold percentages as proof.
And then they're like, the Pikachu, oh my god. Pikachu, oh my god face when people aren't wanting to go to Vegas as much anymore.
Aside from the fact that casinos make more money with slots than table games, slot machines also don't call in sick for work, they don't need to take lunch breaks, they don't get overtime pay, they don't receive health benefits, and they don't file complaints. These are all things that help casinos save money on top of now winning more money. So by removing tables and adding more slots, casinos guarantee themselves much higher profits from the same amount of floor space. The result is fewer opportunities for knowledgeable players to get decent odds and more mindless button pushing that drains bankrolls faster than ever.
Many experienced players call what you see right behind
Single pizza should not cost $30. Yeah, Jello and I, when we were in Vegas, we went, I don't know where it was. I don't know. We went somewhere to get like a Chicago deep dish pizza because we wanted to try it because we've never tried one before. And it was pretty expensive. It was pretty expensive. Oh, I don't remember how much, but it was probably close to the $30 range. And we didn't even end up liking it all that much. No. I wasn't a fan. I was not.
the biggest ripoff in modern casino history. And a lot of casual players have no idea that every time they sit down at this game, that they are getting mathematically screwed. This single rule change has largely altered the most popular table game in Las Vegas, and the majority of players don't even notice.
The deception is particularly
Uh-oh.
cool because these rigged games look identical to fair blackjack tables from a distance, and not all dealers explain the difference unless you specifically ask.
Of
Traditional
course.
blackjack pays 3 to 2 when you get a natural 21, meaning a $100 bet pays $150. But the
Okay.
strip is now filled with tables that only pay 6 to 5. So that same $100 blackjack only pays $120, stealing $30 from every natural you hit. And over the course of a gambling
you
session,
freaking
this
serious?
difference can add up to hundreds of dollars in lost winnings. The worst
Oh
part is
my
that these terrible
God.
games often sit right next to 3-2 tables, but the minimum bets are usually much higher on the fair games, pushing many players into the sucker bets.
Oh my god. What the hell? Most people prefer Detroit deep dish. Chicago pub style pizza is great. Hold on, wait, let me. Chicago deep dish. Okay, yeah, we had the Chicago. 100% we had the Chicago deep dish. What is the Detroit? Ooh, okay, the Detroit. The Detroit, yes. The Detroit deep dish looks way better. It looks way better. Yeah, I don't know. The Chicago deep dish just really didn't have much flavor to it. There wasn't really much flavor.
So why do casinos keep doing this? The reason these rip-off games exist is very simple.
You literally said that's what it tasted more like, a fancy lasagna. But still not much flavor.
Tourists keep playing them anyway. Casino executives have figured out that they can offer absolutely terrible odds and still fill seats as long as the games look familiar from a distance.
This creates a rather depressing cycle where customer ignorance feeds the corporate greed that so many people come to associate with the big casinos. And the problem has been gradually getting worse for years.
I just love how all these places are allowed to scam people. Literally. They're just allowed to scam people.
The most frustrating part is watching smart people who are successful in other areas of life repeatedly make these costly mistakes without learning from them. A former casino employee at the Venetian once told me that when they introduced 000 roulette in 2016, they expected nobody would play it because the odds were so terrible.
Oh man, the Venetian Hotel is so nice. It's so nice.
But players flocked to those tables anyway because they didn't understand the difference between good and bad roulette games. A roulette dealer at one luxury property let me know that he even tells players up front that the company logo represents 000, basically admitting the deceptive tactics employed by the casinos, but people keep playing anyway. This proves that casinos can get away with offering terrible odds because most players simply don't understand what they're getting into.
What used to be a problem mainly in some areas of downtown has now spread throughout the entire tourist corridor in ways that shock first-time visitors and long-time locals alike. The homeless population in the Vegas area has grown every single year since 2021, and it's had a 56% increase in the last 3 years.
Holy
shit!
I
myself have been inside a casino before where I'm standing there talking or actually playing a slot machine and have someone come up to me and then ask me for money. And I know some of you have had the same thing when you come here to visit.
This situation has deteriorated to the point where it's destroying the fantasy escape that Vegas is supposed to provide for people on a vacation.
Oh.
This isn't just about people
I was like, what the frick is in the background? But it's that new, like, dome, like, TV dome thing.
For money on the street anymore. It's direct interference with casino gaming that makes players feel uncomfortable and unsafe. It is now more common for homeless people to regularly enter casinos and even approach players at slot machines, creating an awkward and sometimes dangerous situation. Some incidents with homeless individuals inside Vegas casinos escalated to the point of making national news, like the man who set off an explosion at the Paris casino, causing $50,000 in damage. The man was later released with the condition that he stay out of trouble, but these are the kind of situations that make visitors feel like Vegas isn't the safe escape it used to be. And people approaching you while you're playing a slot machine to ask you for money is not what anyone wants on their vacation.
The tariffs that were put in place in early 2025 has many international tourists staying away from Las Vegas due to uncertainty.
This matters a lot because international tourists typically stay longer, gamble more, and spend more on shows and dining than domestic visitors. New trade policies have made traveling to the U.S. more expensive for foreign tourists, while Canadian airlines have reduced flights to Vegas as demand dropped. The economic concerns go beyond just Vegas, with inflation affecting travel costs nationwide and real estate markets slowing down in various parts of the country. And when people are worried about their jobs and their home values, Vegas vacations become an easy expense to cut from their budgets.
This is Fremont. Pretty sure this is Fremont Street. I loved it when we went. New York, large, flat, potable, Chicago deep, a casserole and a pizza crust, Detroit deep breadsticks turned into a pizza, Buffalo deep dish is a pizza inside of a pizza. What the frick? Oh, if you want lasagna as a pizza, I suggest Colorado style. Oh my god. I didn't know that all these different pizza styles existed. What the heck?
Major strip properties chose to
What
lay
the
off
heck?
hundreds of employees as visitor numbers continue to drop month after month from what they used to be. These cuts
Hello,
represent
Slasher!
more than just cost-saving measures. They're a clear sign that casino executives are proactively cutting costs because they are uncertain about the future of Las Vegas.
Fontainebleau cut numerous table games dealers in the first half of 2025, while other properties have eliminated entire departments like concierge services at MGM Grand, Park MGM, New York, Mandalay Bay, and Vdara. And although these employees are commonly told that the layoffs are just temporary, there's no guarantee that they will be called back to work at their old job. One
Sure
offshore
they are.
casino manager told me that just a $1 minimum wage increase costs his property an extra $1 million annually in labor costs, which also makes it more difficult to offer customers the same value that they've been used to getting. When casinos can't fill rooms and gaming floors, they're forced to reduce staff to keep down their costs. But this can create a poor experience for the customers that are still visiting.
This is making me sad because I want to go back to Vegas. I'm gonna cry. Vegas is just being absolutely destroyed. Everything's expensive. More and more people are going homeless. Oh my gosh. No one wants to visit anymore. I think I said that. Did I say that? I don't know. Oh no, I said it's expensive. What? There's a pizza taco? Oh my gosh. The pizza native to Vegas is the pizza cone. I did not know that. If Vegas is destroyed, who will protect the Southwest against nuclear missiles? I don't know. They're gonna have to figure it out. But I'm getting sad because I want to go back. I love Vegas.
Hotels and casinos that can benefit most from the recent problems in Las Vegas are the North Strip properties like the Sahara.
And like, I don't even love it because I go there and party. I just like walking around in all the hotels and seeing everything. And I like going to the, we went to like the medieval times tournament thingy. That was awesome. Yeah. Not because of Gamba and partying, because I just like walking around and looking at all the stuff. One place that'll rip your bank account. Yep, that it will. And especially nowadays, apparently.
The Strat, the off-strip properties, and the downtown ones. These properties have kept their commitment to affordable gambling and reasonable prices for their customers, while many strip properties have gone crazy with...
Oh my god, the New Vegas. The freaking New Vegas reference went right over my head. Right over my head. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
fees and terrible odds.
Smart gamblers are starting to realize that significantly better deals exist just minutes away from the overpriced strip properties that get most of the attention. The contrast in value has also become so dramatic that many experienced visitors never set foot on the strip anymore except to see shows or eat at specific restaurants. Places like Ellis Island offer $5 craps and $5 $3.
Ellis Island! Freak yeah! This place has awesome breakfast. Awesome. I have a friend who went to Vegas, spent over $500 on food, and barely spent $100 on gambling. Yeah, I don't gamble. I've been to Vegas, I think, 2 or 3 times, if I remember correctly. And I spent a total of $20 on Gamba. Yep. I put the $20 in the slot machine, it disappeared, and then I left. That was the extent. That was the extent of my gambling. There's a YouTube account with Starfish in the name that covers all the good local spots in Vegas that won't gouge you. Gouge you. Ooh, okay. Okay. The only thing I like about Vegas is the Heart Attack Grill. Yeah, that's on Fremont Street. We seen that. I seen it there. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go eat there though. yeah, exactly. Me insert $20 into slot machine. $20 disappears. Okay, that's enough gambling for my life. Thank you very much.
To blackjack with table minimums that never increase, even when the casino is packed. South Point provides affordable gaming with a wide variety of options for players. The Plaza Casino has single zero roulette that is a $15 minimum during the day and a $25 minimum at night. The Palms Casino began
What the
offering
frick?
$5 3-2 blackjack and craps 24 hours a day in early 2025, directly targeting frustrated Strip visitors who are tired of feeling like they're getting ripped off.
$25 minimum? Are you freaking shitting me? Heart attack real food is good? I would hope so, because don't they charge like an arm and a leg? And you also have to like sign a waiver. And you have like the nurses. I'm pretty sure they have their waiters and stuff like dressed up as nurses. Yeah, literally. How about a $5 minimum? $25 minimum is actually insane. That's insane.
Many off-strip properties especially benefit since they're already known for cheap
Yeah, there
drinks,
should be no
better
minimum.
gambling odds, and lower table minimums
Fremont Street, let's go!
across the board. Some of these properties are experiencing increased business as strip prices push more players their way, proving that there's still a market for honest value in Las Vegas.
The good news is that Las Vegas will always change with the market. Smart travelers are discovering that the recent changes in tourism actually creates opportunities to get better deals if you know where to look. The hospitality industry's need to fill these hotel rooms creates more and more opportunities and more discounts than we've seen in recent years. And despite all of this, Las Vegas still offers amazing value per dollar compared to most other tourist destinations in the country. So even if the major strip casinos still try to squeeze every dollar they can out of the tourists who come here, there are plenty of other affordable options for you to have fun all around the Vegas Valley.
Food and drinks in general are
Yeah,
something
but it's not affordable for me to get there. I wonder how expensive it is to go now.
that have become much more expensive in
I
Vegas
wonder.
in recent years, and finding cheap options is getting difficult. But if you want an entire list for free that won't hurt your wallet, just click right here.
Ooh. Perfect freeze frame. I already sent the YouTube in the thing here. Ooh, I found the dude playing the saxophone on Fremont Street. Let's see. Is it this dude? Yeah, I remember seeing this guy. He was awesome. So good. Damn. I'm gonna cry. I wanna go. I wanna go back. Can I rewind? Can I rewind time back to when we were standing in Vegas, please?